Welcome to the Untrapped Podcast, where we're motivated and inspired about success, small business, and personal development. And now, Keith Kalfas.
What's up, guys? This is Keith Kalfas with the Untrapped Podcast. Hope you're doing very well. Hope you're crushing it this season, 2023. It's been a weird year. It's been a great year. There's so much opportunity, and it all comes back to your mindset. And I want to start out by talking. Well, first, I want to say thank you so much for listening to my podcast. I go to live events around the country, like the Equip Expo this October, and I meet people in person, and they say they listen to my show. They listen to my podcast, and I'm like, this is amazing, because I started this thing way back in 2014. I took out my phone, put on the recorder, and just started pacing around, all amped up and motivated. You could actually probably scroll all the way back and listen to it if you want. And I was just fired up talking about starting a landscaping business, getting it off the ground, being your own boss, getting out of the under the thumb of the system, the dead-end jobs. And it was this whole freedom and independence thing that was happening inside of me. And I had to share it because it took me 12, 14 years of working dead-end jobs for other people. And I always thought I needed, X amount of money to start my own business or all these licenses and things. And it just felt like impossible because I was so broke. And then my back was against the wall and I was able to get the business off the ground. In 6 weeks, I left my job and went full time. I mean, looking back, that's like crazy. But every second I wasn't doing a landscaping job, I was literally knocking on doors, creating and printing flyers, passing them out, posting ads on Craigslist. I mean, nonstop. I didn't come home until I couldn't see, until it was dark, 7 days a week. And that level of insanity and answering every phone call is what was able to get the business off the ground. It was a complete imbalance, and a lot of it was out of complete fear. But anyways, once I got the business off the ground and I crossed the 100K mark rather quickly, by the end of the second year, I was like, this is insane. I have to share this with other people so they don't stay trapped for 12, 14 years like I was in dead-end jobs. And wherever you're at, we watched The Truman Show. My wife and I just had our 11-year wedding anniversary, and we're up north at this Airbnb the other night. And there's this part in the movie, The Truman Show, with Jim Carrey, you got to see it, where the entire world revolves around him, Truman. And they ask at one point, how does he not know that the entire thing is a matrix? And the answer was, people just kind of accept the world that is presented to them as truth, and they don't even question it. They just think that their reality is just the way it is. And so I know you hear probably a lot of this stuff on YouTube and all these mental models and things that are coming out about personal development, law of abundance, attraction, all this stuff. But it really is true. If you work a dead-end job at a factory or a big landscaping company like I did around 140 other guys who just believe that, for the most part, that's it. You get your paycheck on Friday, and you better make it stretch, and you better try to get overtime. And maybe some people had a side hustle here and there, but they were so damn tired that they couldn't even do the side hustle for more than a month or two, or a job here and there, because the day job sucked. It was like sucked up all your time and energy, right? So if you go all in something, I think of it like you're inside of this bubble and you're pushing against the edges and the bubble's stretching, but you're stuck in it. It's like a paradigm. You got to get up full speed and run and break through that thing into the other side. And how you do that is, you get all the math and all the information, all the data that you possibly can gather. You get so much information to the point where you feel like you're sick and you can't take in any other information. It could take weeks, it could take months, it could take years. And then there's a point where you're like, I literally can't get any more information. And the only other information I'm going to get is by doing the dang thing. And then you have to take a leap of faith and bet on yourself, a calculated leap of faith, and go out. Now, it doesn't have to be this huge thing. It could be a little one job. All you need is one client. One baby step in the right direction can be the thing that changes everything in the right direction. And so there's a way to shortcut this stuff and compress time, and it's through online courses and programs, and now coaches and consultants. If you can get the right coach that's been through all the stuff for real, and then they can help you compress time and kind of shortcut that chasm, you can make a lot of
If you are looking for the greatest software ever to run your business on, go to getjobber.com/Keith. You can create proposals, invoices, collect payments, and track your entire business directly on the Jobber smartphone app. If you want to get a totally free trial of Jobber right now, open your browser, type in getjobber.com/Keith, and after the trial, if you decide to sign up with Keith's link, you'll automatically get 20% off your first 6 months. So what are you waiting for? Go to getjobber.com/Keith.
headway in a short amount of time. And there's this distinction I want to make. Look, I'm just flowing now. This is great. I haven't done a podcast like this in a while. And I'm actually excited because I got these nice broadcast headphones, and I'm driving right now, so I only have a little bit of time to my friend William, the tree guy, to his house real quick. Maybe when I get there, I'll put the headset. No, I can't put him. I put him on the spot. I put the headset on him and be like, bro, say hello to everybody on the podcast. So I'm going to try to do that at the end of this podcast when I see him in person, because I will. But anyways, the right coach and consultant can help you compress time because they've really been through the thing for real. But there's this distinction I want to make. You can go out and just work your ass off, you know, pick up the phone for every customer, market and advertise. But there's a point where you're going to hit this glass ceiling, you're going to hit this plateau, and you're going to feel like you're going insane. You're going to be exhausted. Things are going to be breaking down, and you're going to be truly in the trenches of your business. And it can get lonely out there. You can start to feel like nobody cares. And I've been through all types of depression, ups and downs, highs, lows. We've done landscape jobs from $100 to $20,000. I've made phenomenal money on landscape jobs. I've had great days. I've had shitty days. I've had shit break down. I've had my heart broken, whatever. But there will come a point when you're doing this. It could be 1 to 2 years straight. It could be a 3 to 4 month period where the most important thing that you need to be doing is just be out there, just doing the repetitive motion over and over and over and over and over, just picking up the phone, going and seeing customers, selling jobs, building your clientele, going, performing the work, doing a great job, getting the positive 5-star review, making sure your equipment is tuned up and clean, ready to rock, and just doing it over and over and over and over and over. It could, maybe you just need to do that for a year straight to just build all the deep skill sets and iron out the kinks and get really good at your business, right? So it becomes a well-oiled machine by you be going through the repetitive motions. And I think that when it comes to so there's a balance between learning and earning. I learned this one from Brian Tracy. If there comes I think it's a 90-day period where you've realized you're not learning anything new, then you better be earning more, raising your prices, raising your value and your worth. And then if there's a period where you notice you're not earning any more money, then you better damn well be learning and learning and learning more. Otherwise, if you're not learning more or earning more and you've totally flatlined and this goes on long enough, now you're just dying inside. And that's a scary place to be. I've been there. I remember, this was actually in 2020, right after the lockdowns, and Michigan was really bad where I live. Nobody was allowed to work or go out and do anything. So me and my friend William, we were going out and working anyways, not all day long, but we would go out 4 or 5 hours a day and go bang out little jobs and just take the risk. And then the word got out that the local sheriffs weren't going to do anything anyways because they thought it was bullshit too. This is hearsay. I don't know if this is real, but most people, but we went out and worked anyway. So what happened was there was maybe a 5-week period, the whole spring, people couldn't work, and it created this entire Basically, by the time they let everybody go back to work, we had already been working, but it exploded. The phones were ringing off the hook. So many people, everything was so upside down. We got booked out for months in advance. I had never had my phone ringing so much, and I had hired employees, and I had an employee quit right in the middle of the busiest part. Now, this wasn't like 5 employees quitting or anything. It was 1 employee. And I was so busy, I didn't have time to go hire anybody new. And I just jumped into the fire. Now I would go look for new employees immediately to help get all the work done. This is kind of complex. I'll break this down. I was getting into doing bigger landscaping jobs, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, 17,000 bucks. And these bigger landscape jobs for me, they're not cookie cutter, like you just show up and trim all the shrubs or install rocks or do simple tasks that you can teach people to do. There's a bunch of different tasks like edging and underground sprinklers and moving things around and transplanting shrubs and going to the nursery and having to understand what's the difference between hydrangeas and rhododendrons and all these different species of shrubs. And there's a lot of skills that go into landscaping that you have to be doing it for years. So if you just throw brand new employees into that, you have to be all over that to make sure the quality is correct when you're doing these, landscape jobs. And so I was trying to do bigger ticket jobs. And then when you lose employees that you're training, basically my best chance to make this work, I'm trying to fucking break this down, man. I quit taking on all new work. That was it. We are booked to maximum capacity. We're booked for, I think it was like 8 to 10 weeks. We can't take on any more work. Customers aren't going to wait anyways that long. I don't have the time to go qualify all this shit. And so I just jumped into from the frying pan directly into the fire and went out with my guys and worked nonstop all day, every day until we caught up. We worked in the rain.
Looking to maximize your production in the field? Ballard Products has over 300 products that can help you get the most out of your efforts every day. Ballard Products. Whether you are looking to get a better cut, keep your gear on your machine, keep your expensive equipment clean and safe, or just get the most out of your machines, Ballard has you covered. Ballard Products. Jump onto our easy-to-use updated website at ballard-inc.com to get your gear ordered today. Keep grinding. Stay safe. And have a great season. Ballard. Make sure to use the code Keith10 to save 10% on our full line of gear. That's Keith10.
In Michigan, it was like 104 degrees the entire month of August. It was hot. And I'm on a customer's fucking roof with the PP800 extendable pole trimmers, trimming overhanging tree branches, cleaning gutters, doing landscaping, edging, fabric, decorative stone, buried gutter downspouts, fucking trimming shrubs, removing trees, climbing trees, cleaning windows, doing all types of different shit. And the experience was like, oh my God, I'm out here. I have 8 or 10 weeks of work booked out, customers waiting, and every single job is a different type of shit that I can't just teach somebody to do all that. And now I'm fucking stuck out here handcuffed for months straight. Bro, I had fucking bags under my eyes. There were times where like, it's so hot, I would just go sit in the truck with the AC on and chug water and just look at the job site from my truck dashboard going, I have to get out of this truck right now and go get this shit done so I can be home in time to sit across from the dinner table from my wife, depressed as fuck, and hide my depression from her, that I'm fucking miserable right now in this landscape business nightmare that I created. And I don't even want to do this shit, and I can't cancel because these customers have been waiting so long that I have to maintain Hey, I put it in my mouth. I gotta chew it now. You fucking put that piece of cake in your mouth, you better chew that shit and eat it. Oh no, you put too much cake in your mouth? Eat it. Don't you dare. You gotta fucking eat it. And if you spit that shit out and you say, fuck that, you're not gonna learn your lesson. It's gonna burn you really bad in the future. So anything you do, you put your word on with a customer, you eat that shit. And that's how you learn the really, really, really strong, hard, painful lessons that are great lessons, because they're not going to kill you. They're just to make you stronger. So I learned some really hard lessons that summer of 2020. And why was I saying yes to all the work? Same reason all the other landscapers were. We were fucking scared, and we thought that maybe there was going to be another lockdown or it was going to get taken from us. We were on the phone with each other in the morning, at night. Me and my landscaper buddies talking about, and my tree friends, and my friend William, which I'm on my way to right now. We were talking about, we better get all the work we can, sock away all the fucking money you can, just work say yes to everything. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. This was survival mode type shit. And so, survival mode and feast or famine these are totally different things that you go through in your business. And so, when you feel like everything is on the line, sometimes that's all you can do is just suck it up, buttercup, and get out there and fucking work. And I know people that been doing this for years, and they're like in their 50s now. And so with that being said, I cut back on services. Like, we're not digging underground, doing buried gutter downspouts anymore. We're not doing that shit. Because you're digging under sidewalks, you got to call Miss Dig, and you break sprinkler lines. And you know what? If a customer does want it done, I'm charging lots of money for it. So if there's something that you don't want to do, charge a lot of money for it. So if the customer says yes, at least you can embrace the suck and make good money doing it. Like, a lot of money. I'm talking like something stupid. You know, they call it fuck you prices. That's not a very professional thing to say. But it's like, I don't want it. And so my business this year, I'm nowhere near where I want to be. But we have a $700 minimum to do anything. And I'm good. I'm holding strong. I've been tempted to lower it to like a $500 minimum. But I was the $99 guy. Then the $150 was my minimum, then $199, then $249, then $299, then $312.50. And as I kept losing customers having these minimums, I was scared, because I'm literally going to lose all my clients doing this. Because here's the thing, the little jobs lead to the big jobs a lot of times. If you do, I don't know if you're doing lawn care, landscaping, but if you do shit for cheap, it's going to open up the doorway to better clients, better work. The neighbors are going to want shit done. Just generating what we call activity in the business is so important, because work creates work. When you're out there and your trucks and trailers are out there and you got your sign out and your work shirts and your business cards, you could be doing a shitty little job for $100, but then the neighbor comes out and wants something done, and you sell a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 job right on the spot. And if you weren't out there doing that little $100 job, you would have never gotten that, right? So it's funny how that works. But if you do the math, if you're booked out with so much damn work anyways, I was on the phone with a contractor last night. What's his name? Rich Alexa? He's got a contractor business. He said something interesting to me. He goes, I never discount work, because that's work I could be doing for somebody else with that in that same time period at full price. So I'm just kind of like robbing myself by discounting work. That only makes sense. Let me say that again. If you do work for cheap, you only have 24 hours in a day, and there's only so many spaces on your schedule. That's work you could be doing on a different project, or for somebody who's willing to pay you full price. So why would you discount work? That only makes sense if you have the work and the customer's saying yes at full price. Because if the customer, so it's like you got to constantly keep playing the math and the numbers, through the math and the numbers, and through gut feeling, and keeping your finger on the pulse and staying out there. Because I'm also, which book was this? I'm listening to something right now. If you're too smug and your collar's popped and you're like, I ain't doing that,
Jill's office provides friendly, professional receptionists for small business owners just like you. We can help answer your calls, and we can even schedule estimates and jobs for you. Try Jill's office today and get a $25 discount when you say Untrapped. Just go to jillsoffice.com.
I'm too good for that. Something can happen if you got to be very careful when you're raising your prices, because you got to really keep your finger on the pulse and know like when to hold, when to fold, because you can end up with no work. Like, whoa, what the hell just happened? My phone's not ringing all of a sudden, and now I'm not booked out. So it's this constant chess game. And so for now, I'm holding strong at a $700 minimum. Right now, we're booked out for 1 month. Customers that I had lost by raising my price are coming back and calling me back at the new $700 minimum. Some customers, the one thing I forgot to say, this is for brand new customers. I will break that if I have a neighbor that wants something done. If we're out and the neighbor wants some shrubs trimmed real quick for $200-$300, of course I'm going to do it. It's right there. There's no drive time. You get what I'm saying? But then there's also, regular customers. So, people have been my clients for years. If they want something done, and it's like, I was really strong on the $700 minimum at first. One customer I billed $650 the other day. Another customer we did a job for $300, and another one were $350 because they were right around the block from each other and we were in and out. So I'm not going to say no to $350. Nope, I have a $700 minimum. I don't care if it's right around the block. Bro, we were in and out in like an hour and a half. $350. 2 guys. Whether it's 2 guys or 3 guys, I mean, if you're making good money, you're making good money. Duh. This is all like common sense type shit, but I'm obsessed with it. All right, I'm pulling up at Williams right now. I wonder if he's here. Throw the fucking headset on him. I'm cussing a lot right now. Sorry. I'm listening to David Goggins' book, Never Finished, and it's amazing. Bro, he talks about bringing out the savage, talking about how like you got a little bit of money in the bank and now you fucking went soft. You're not being the savage that you used to be. Like forcing yourself to drop down and do just 25 push-ups just because you said so right now in this moment. And it's like that part of me, I don't really share this much, but like I used to, like my wife, I'll be with my wife in the kitchen and right in the middle of us talking, I just drop down and start doing push-ups like a fucking savage. What are you doing? Why are you fucking doing it? You're fucking impulsive. Like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm fucking impulsive. And then I'll start doing fucking sit-ups and then doing squats right in the kitchen. What do you mean? And I'll be like, what do you mean? We're having a conversation. I can talk to you, do squats still at the same time. I'm paying attention to you, right? I can hear you. You can hear me. We're having or like, I would just be anywhere. I'd be in public, or I'd be just drop and do push-ups. That impulsive ADD side of me is the Keith that I love, that just runs and climbs a tree all the way to the fucking top real quick because I said so and I feel like it. That's what makes me happy. And it's like, my wife is right. She's like, you like being different than other people. You like it when fucking people call you weird because it gives you some sense of fucking power, but it's just your fucking ego. Dude, like, she's right. It gives me a sense of power that I'm fucking weird and I just run and climb up a tree and people are like, what is he? And then I'm not doing it because of them. I'm doing it because I genuinely wanted to in that moment. I'm a fucking savage, but I've gone soft. Kelphus got a little bit of money in the bank. Ain't a fucking savage anymore, but it's time. Right now, bro, I'm fucking fired up. As soon as I see William, I'm gonna put this motherfucker in a headlock. Where is he? I ain't playing. Is he here? I'm gonna go see if he's here. All right. Are we still recording? Yeah, dog, we're recording. Put the headphones on him. Oh, shit. All right, where is he? Yo, I'm not just gonna put my headphones on him, so I just transferred over to normal record mode. But where is he? I borrowed a bunch of fans from him because we had crazy storms in Michigan, and I got water in my basement underneath my brand new flooring in the basement, and I wasn't about to peel up the flooring, so we ran dehumidifiers and fans for 4 days straight, and it's completely dry now. And I am still a little nervous, but I'm not fucking pulling up that flooring, and I know that sounds bad, but I got my wife too. She's like, I'm not repainting those walls. William? Oh shit, he's in his backyard messing with his bonsai trees. I wish I could show you this. I'm trying to get permission to film. He literally has like 10 beautiful bonsai trees, and he's created this whole rolling case to keep squirrels out with like a, hey doggy, he's a good boy. Come on. He's a good doggy. Some big ass dogs, bro. Oh, he's a good doggy. Oh, he's a good boy. Oh, he's a good boy. What's up, man? Hey, I'm on my phone right now. It's not live. I'm recording on the recorder on the Untrapped podcast, and I told everybody I was on my way to your house and that you would just say hi to them real quick.
Yo, what's up?
How's your season going, 2023, bro?
I'm happy it's Labor Day weekend. We get a good weekend off.
Nice.
Yeah, how about you?
I'm happy. I feel great, man.
Yeah, did you take Monday off?
Yeah, we're taking Monday off. I'm going to barbecue some food up.
Over here?
Maybe.
We still got to go on a boat ride.
Hey, you crushing it, cutting down lots of trees?
No, this has been the strangest year since 2018.
Why?
Because I don't have a huge radius. Everyone who's busy has a 45-minute to 60-minute drive to go to these jobs, and they're saying, yeah, they're booked out 6 to 8 weeks. And I just had somebody stop me yesterday and introduce themselves and give me that whole spiel. And I say, well, how is that? What's your radius? He says exactly, oh, we'll drive 45 minutes to an hour. I said, that's crazy, because I've got like a 10, 15 mile, if that, radius. And I'm not trying to be all over the lower southeast Michigan area. No, I need to stay local, maximize profits, hurry up, turn around and go, and not spend 2-3 hours a day on the road just getting to and from a job and then the dump and back. That's insane.
Insane. I 100% agree. All right, guys, I'm going to try to get William on a full episode and talk about all his progress. I know you guys love him. He's fucking awesome. Where are you at? Facebook, Instagram?
Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, I got Young Masters Tree Service on Facebook. On Instagram, I am random_X, A-X-E, random_X on Instagram. That's all I'm on. I'm not on TikTok. I'm not on any of that. Just Facebook and Instagram.
Sweet. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Untrapped podcast. See you very soon. Hey, I hope you liked the show. And if you like the Untrapped podcast and you get value from it, can you please take a minute and go over to Spotify and leave it a well-worded positive 5-star review. It helps boost the rankings on Spotify so the show can get to more people. Therefore, these messages can get out to more people and inspire more people so then they can go out and start their small businesses and crush it and get to the next level. It's a huge deal. All right, I'll see you in the next show.